Troopers and grinders, welcome to Hank's Think Tank, where your boy Hank the motherfucking tank breaks down the craziest, the cringiest, and overall mediocre and honestly not all that interesting or memorable in MMA news. You're going to be forgetting this news tomorrow, Troopers and grinders. It's like a short, a YouTube short that I just made recently as part of the channel. You'll see it for 5 seconds. Oh, well, that's interesting. And then the next, yeah, it'll be like you got short-term memory loss and the hypnotist waved a shiny coin in front of you. Oh, what did I miss? So very important stuff. So listen to me. I am Big Brother like it's 1984, Troopers and grinders, and I have the most important information you'll ever hear in your entire life. It's gonna change your life, let me tell you. But yeah, I wouldn't trust myself even if I was looking in a mirror. So I know you can't trust me. Hank the Tank, that is right, Anakin MMA. I thought I saw Isha in here for a little bit. He's very angry that I'm calling out Schmitty because I'm giving that little worm a little too much attention. I don't care, man. The truth must come out about the hidden psychology of these frat boys and roadies that these UFC fighters have, and the strange psychologies of them. I'm fascinated. I'm hooked, like that therapist in Good Will Hunting. Are you sure you're live right now? I am live right now, Sean Moody. You're seeing it. You're seeing me, right? Hello? Crybaby Aljo pulled out. I'm definitely more live than you are whenever you're on the show, Sean Moody. Crybaby Aljo pulled out. Yes, he did. I'm going to get to that, Troopers and grinders. That's a big piece of MMA news I got coming up for you. But starting off, actually, let me spend 5 minutes. How's everything going, chat? You having a good day? Loving Hank the Tank? Loving Idaho Skatesman, loving the podcast so far. Please give me your insults, your complaints, your gripes. I'll take them, baby. I've been the butt of the joke since I came out the womb. Larry, CTM. Yo, what is up, Larry? Good to see you again, my friend. Brito's booked a week before 307, so I think they should book him against Movzar. Interesting prospect. He is at featherweight, isn't he? Oh, speaking of which, what a fucking comeback from Diego Lopez on Twitter. That was absolutely ruthless. Or was it Instagram? I'm not sure. But Diego Lopez roasted Movzar Evloev out of his shoes, and that was a glorious sight. Movzar doesn't have to get booked. Honestly, guys, I think it's for the best that he's not on that pay-per-view card. Whatever he has in that fight, I don't think it's going to be a good one. Unless they have like a premier striker who can stuff takedowns. That might be a shit show. I was calm. Can't I be relaxed? I know you can't, Sean Moody. You're the leprechaun. You need to get your fix. I still can't get over 306. Me neither. But I'm hanging in there. Well, you got to just take advice from the little kitty cat on top of the tree branch, hanging for its life. Meow, hang in there. Keep calm and carry on, fellow. Don't worry that the Germans are dropping the bombs on our towns. It's okay. Just stay in the bunker and have a spot of tea. Here's my options for Movzar. Josh Emmett, Yair Rodriguez, or Arnold Allen. No, we cannot have Arnold Allen in there again, please. You can't be screwing over my little rat friend once again, Arnold Allen. Josh Emmett, I feel like Movzar is just going to body him. Yair, I think, is probably the closest matchup you could have there. And what the heck's he been doing, you know? He's not booked. I'd put Yair in there. Still salty about Suga getting dominated for 5 rounds. Yeah, me too. I'm just salty about the whole affair, the last 2 fights in particular. He was the last leg of a 7-leg parlay. Jeez. Should have hedged more on Merab SMH. Yeah, that is true. But he's such a loser and such an unorganized freak that I don't blame you. What's poppin', Hank? Hey, Western. Good to see you, my man. Apparently, No Chill stream was going pretty good until the Fire Nation attacked. So keep me a little bit updated on what the heck transpired. Merab couldn't even get a finish, an injured Merab, and won only by 48-47. Not a good look for Merab. I mean, I honestly think it was a good look for him in most of that fight. I thought his game plan was pretty much perfect, except for a knee that Sean O'Malley threw up the middle that maybe put him off balance for a second. But Merab was doing pretty damn well in terms of like making sure that he was far away enough that O'Malley couldn't counter him and then shooting in for the takedown perfectly. So I'm going to give Merab his credit, just like I gave Bilal his credit. It was a perfect game plan. What about Movzar versus Gene Silva? Well, Gene Silva is the guy to show up on short notice, so that's definitely an option. And he's such a lunatic and an emotional man. I could honestly see him doing it. Probably fall down the stairs again, though. Oh, yeah, I forgot he fought Allen. Yes, how can I forget? Calvin Kattar. Ooh. Well, no, Movsar take him down. It'd just be like Aljo versus Kattar. Okay, swap that with Calvin. No, don't. I do not want another Aljo Kattar to spoil a super card. Injured O'Malley. Every fighter goes into every fight injured. Not even O'Malley's using it as an excuse. Yeah, well, I'll get to that. There's definitely a gray area in there. But, okay, 6 minutes have passed. Let me get to my first piece of MMA news. Sean O'Malley offered no excuses for his loss to Merab Dvalishvili, stating that he wasn't off. His footwork and movement were how he and Tim planned it. He just lost, fair and square. Merab apparently just had too much power in the wrestling, and that was the difference maker. But of course, Sean couldn't help himself and started reverting to his delusional O'Malley persona. Persona on Twitter, no Molina. Not X, Muskrat, aka also known as Elon Musk, stating that he won 2 out of the last three rounds against Merab on 2 judges' scorecards. So therefore, the fight should be overturned by the Shugashan State Athletic Commission. He's not letting go of that. He's like halfway let on. It's like, when you got a balloon and you're just having fun, just lifting the stream. Oh, I got you. Don't worry. Oh, I'm letting you go. Oh, I got you. He's trying to let go of the egotistical sugar, but he just can't let go. Damn it. He's got to have his little baby by his side. I get it's a joke, but now I also know who O'Malley's voting for this November. Stop the steal. They robbed me. On the judges' scorecards, but I can get a few votes. What has happened to the American people is a travesty. Join me at the White House to overturn the O'Malley decision. But then again, it's not a surprise. All of them do. He really did bungle those first 2 rounds, didn't he? Fuck. I'm sad about it. If O'Malley had actually won one of those first 2 rounds, he might have actually gotten the decision, which was to Anakin's point. But at the same time, I felt it was way more dominant than the scorecards made it appear to be. But Sugar Sean's cope session only got worse, troopers and grinders, as Adin Ross, who was just so good at extracting the insanity and idiocy out of people, given he himself is a deranged idiot, got O'Malley to confess that he tore his LAHBrum and got surgery 10 weeks before UFC 306. There's the excuse. There's the Leon Edwards cope session. Signed, sealed, and delivered. That excuse is yours, Adin Ross. Take it enjoy it while it's there. I know that you love a good slathering of compliments from the people that you admire. And he'll go to any lengths to please them, troopers and grinders. It makes sense that he's friends with Adin too, as Andrew Tate is this cuck's hero. It makes all the sense in the world. Andrew Tate is a cuck himself. It seems that realistically, Sean will be out for 6 months to recover from the injury, with Adin Ross, of course, acting like a spoiled little kid who doesn't want to go to bed yet and saying, this isn't good, man. You can't leave us for that long, bro. I need you. This just in, there appears to have been some sort of passionate sexual affair between Adin Ross and Sean O'Malley. Further details will be posted shortly. Also, Adin Ross somehow found a way to mispronounce the word LAHBrum, even after O'Malley said it twice to him, showing he didn't graduate elementary school. LAHBrum? What's a LAHBrum, Sean O'Malley? I never heard of a lab before. Somebody put this Nepo baby out of his misery. That is Hank's thoughts on Sean O'Malley's never-ending spiraling cope session that he's been dealing with the last couple of days. He also posted a bunch of GIFs where he was like, I'm going to get out of my pink Sugar Sean Maserati and put my bantamweight belt in the briefcase. Oh, don't look at me. Hasta la vista, baby. And then he just moved back like he was in the movie Catch Me If You Can, like he was Tom Cruise or something. Here's looking at you, kid. You got to get on that plane to stop the Germans. But, yeah, thinks he's in a Mission Impossible movie, just like Israel Adesanya thinks that he's in an anime 24/7 and that he's the protagonist. And then he also said he did like a Instagram live or something where he's like, it showed his big ass face in the fear. And he's like, you fuck this fear. It was mean to me, man. So poor old Sean O'Malley. I was rooting for him because he's more fun in the octagon. But in terms of who he is as a person and who he is outside of fighting, yeah, he's still a little kid. just like Adin Ross. O'Malley knew it was over after him getting taken down. Yeah, but I mean, Aljo sort of took him down a little bit, and he was still able to knock him out. I think it was that he just kept getting taken down, and that Merab wasn't offering him anything in terms of rushing forward, which is, I think, what O'Malley had in mind. Adin Ross is a fucking tool. Exactly, Larry CTM. I'm glad I have you on board to corroborate my opinion there. Did you see any of Big Marcel's new fight announcements? Interesting. Oh, Denial sent me something. Walk around like 215, 210, a dieted down to 200, 205, getting ready for 185 or 195 pound fight. This is a short notice 210. Thoughts or opinions? I got a night to decide. Ooh, looks like Denial has a fight announcement. You were talking about Big Marcel's fight announcements. Denial just gave us a fight announcement. That'll be fun, but I'll get to him later when I'm in a better state of mind to talk to him. Big Marcel. Let's take a look at Big Marcel's fight announcements. I put in Bug Marcel. I'm pretty sure he was a character in A Bug's Life somewhere. Oh, there's Big Marcel. Okay. Marcel Dusseldorf. Here we go. Surprised. Oh, I got to do this in the Sean Moody voice. Surprised that dude called Jay about O'Malley beating him up. Didn't call after Sean lost. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, and Juiceman too. Juiceman didn't respond, didn't come onto the podcast either. I guess it just wasn't in the timing of things. Maybe we could have a belated Juiceman appearance though. Aljo ain't as strong as Merab. Yeah, he's not on EPO. Adin and Sean getting yes, they all did collectively. I don't think Adin even knows what sex is, to be honest. I think he needs to go to a health class because, again, he didn't graduate elementary school, so he has no idea. He has no sexual education. Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Daniel Santos is going to be a good one. Ooh, that is a good one. That's going to be fun. Nice little scrap for Saeed as well. I like it. All right, Marcel Dorf, Big Marcel. Okay. Updated schedule. All right. It's not updated. Mavzar and Aljo's over. Okay. Taylor Lapalus versus to be announced. Okay, Lapalus has a fight in Paris. That's card still getting put together. Charrier versus Gabriel Miranda. Okay. Carnol versus Cavalcante. Who gives a shit? Oh, Balaji Oakley versus Chris Duncan. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a scrap. Definitely come to a close decision because Chris Duncan's hard to finish. Take it. Also, Oki doesn't seem to have that. Although he could maybe sub Chris Duncan since Manuel Torres was able to do it. But then again, now look where Manuel Torres is. It's a hard game to predict, guys. All right, so 307 Salt Lake City. Austin Hubbard versus to be announced. I know that's Nate the Train. Somebody told me that. So dude, we're gonna have Nate the Train on October 5th. That is fucking hype, dude. Dude, Dylan, Nate the fucking Train versus Austin Hubbard. It's coming soon, boy. Thompson versus Buckley. It's so strange that was put on the prelims. I saw news about that as well. That should be on a main card. Unless it's to like hype up the pay-per-view, in which case I sort of understand it. Ryan Spann versus OSP rebooked. God almighty. Esparza versus Pennington. Mauricio Rufy versus an opponent to be announced. Marina Rodriguez versus Yasmin Lucindo. That's a good one. Court McGee versus Tim Means. I'm actually looking forward to that. That might be an underrated fight. And Cesar Almeida versus Ihor. That's fun as well. These are good cards, man. I remember I was Hoppero MMA. I'm a big fan of Hoppero MMA. I was watching him since like a year or two ago. He's just this young kid in the UK. And he made a video recently about how UFC cards are going to be really good over these next couple months. To the end of the year, there might be some great fights. So we're out of the fucking Apex funk. Is he the kid that smelled Andrew Tate's chair? Yes, he is. That is a fight night card for Paris. Yeah, he is that fucking crotch sniffer. Or should I say taint sniffer. Big Red, Nate the Train in the USD. Hey, settle down. His mama ain't raising no bitch, baby. Kick his ass and see what happens. Where's White at? Austin Hubbard is fighting Alexander Hernandez, not Nate. Oh, why'd you have to ruin it, Anakin MMA? Wait, Fluffy? He's going to fight Fluffy? Dude, Fluffy's going to fucking whoop his ass. He's going to fucking destroy him. Why is he being given a jump up the rankings? That is beyond me. Royval versus Tyra. That's going to be fun. Nico Price versus Garimbo. Why is that booked? Dan Argueta versus Cody Haddon. I'm a big fan of that one. Clay Carpenter against Lucas Roca. And Vergara versus Temerov. Why is that? Oki, Altamirano, Lapalus, yes. Klein, Ludovic, Sadabusi. Charriere. Oh, there's another guy named C. I forget what his name is. Morgan Charriere, Brian Battle. Yes, I did hear that Brian Battle was going to have a fight recently. That's going to be fun. Joe Anderson, Brito, Imavov, 9 leg for UFC Paris. Yes. Charriere, that makes sense. Klein, that makes sense. Lapalus, yes. Charriere is always a bit of a risk, but he gets it done. Imavov is definitely the smart bet. Battle might be the riskiest one there. He might, because his opponent, who is his opponent? Brian Battle's opponent. Seems like I thought he was someone who was fucking game. Oh, he was Kevin Doucette. Dude, Doucette's a fucking dog, dude. That might be a hard guy to put away. We need F and Marcus McGee again, damn it. I agree, Leprechaun. He's such a fucking humble guy. I love Marcus. Rebellis to Spain against Austin Lane. Can you agree with me, guys, that Austin Lane is going to take him down? I feel like he's going to take down Austin Lane's going to take him down and fucking destroy him. That's my feeling. Hope McGee wins. Yeah, I hope so too. Marcus is fighting Jonathan Martinez in MSG. That's right. He is fighting Jonathan Martinez. And that's a tough one for Marcus, dude. I feel like Jonathan Martinez might break his fucking legs. He's getting up there in age. Sparza versus Pennington. Sheesh, I'd rather watch my own birth. Yeah, exactly. It's the fucking cord getting cut and the blood splattering everywhere. That's fun. No, the Hernandez. Oh, that one. Right. Sorry. My mistake. Yeah, the cocky one that got absolutely destroyed by the Cowboy. Good. Wait a minute. Okay. So if that's him, who's he fighting again? Give me 1 second. Cesar Almeida. Where'd it go? I had it for a second. It's Michelle Pereira versus Anthony Hernandez. God damn it. All right, I'll get to that later. Young Hernandez, does Pennington versus Pena legitimately decide the worst champion in UFC history? Yes, it does. If Pena finds a way to knock out Pennington by doing her blind little me, reaching forward. I'm scared. I don't want to get hit. Approach like she's trying to hit a pinata, and she finds a way to KO Pennington, that might be the worst possible outcome. Hey, Juiceman, we were just talking about you, man. You gotta have an appearance on the podcast at some point to talk about O'Malley's loss to Merab. You gotta be high as a kite right now. As a kite by then. Ozzy Diaz versus Zhang. Zhang was announced for the China card. Okay. Wait, are you? No way. Alex Morono versus D-Rod is in the Apex. Interesting. God, who comes out of that one? Honestly, I've really completely lost faith in Alex Morono, so I could see D-Rod actually destroying him. Which Zhang is it? It's not Wei Li, is it? Juiceman, go on the show. Lane will take down for the win, exactly. Austin Lane is meme material only. I can understand fading him, but Rebels to Spain is that bad at takedown defense. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. Darren Elkins versus Daniel Pineda. I'm actually looking forward to that because I actually think that Elkins has a chance of winning that one. Sumaderji versus Charles Johnson is a great one. Heiston versus Hadley is a great one. Katona versus Matsumoto. Matsumoto could fucking destroy Brad Katona. There's some good ones on here, man. Let me look at some more. Leprechaun, I want to so bad. It's hard to explain. If I can explain to you, I guarantee you'd understand why I can't join. I want to so bad. Jesus Christ, this man's a fucking hostage in the Middle East right now. This man is being held at gunpoint. Imagine this fight in the future to Sheriff from Contender Series versus DeSpain. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about that. That would definitely be the matchup to make. It'd be absolute insanity. But I do think that Sheriff would knock out DeSpain. Well, I was on there for you since Marab is Georgian champ. Exactly. You went on since when? He was on Monday, just a few days ago, Juiceman. You gotta keep up. Yes. Oh God. Yin Wang Zhang, I think his name was. Yin Zhang. I forget. I started with Yin. I remember. And he got eye poked, and then he came back with a counter that destroyed Ribeiro. Was on the show Monday. Yes. Alex Morona versus Nico Price was one of the fights of all time. Yes, Mr. Toad. And Battletoads was as well. I'm the dude above Hank in the thumbnail, brother. Turkey Al Sheik has him tied up. Yes. I'm going to check it out. But, bro, I want to so bad. I told you separately, you'd say, oh, I see. Yeah, it's got to be a tough situation for you right now. I understand. Let's keep looking through this card because I'm fascinated. Rakic, Sharmagomedov versus Petrosian. Yeah. Bashrat versus Victor Hugo. That is a fight. Bruno Silva versus Ismail Nordiev. That might be a cool fight. And it's cool, nice to see Aslan back, Ebo, as well. Blanchfield versus Namajunas. It's a good fight. And Ariel Helwani is making his return. The Edmonton show for Fight Night. It's always good to have a journalist who fights in the cage every once in a while. Proves that he's legit. Against Pedro Munoz. It's crazy that he's getting that big a jump up. Charles Jourdain against Victor Henry. If he loses to Victor Henry, he might as well call it quits. Machado versus Ribeiro is a good fight. All these are really good fights, dude. UFC's starting to cook a little bit. Maybe Sean Shelby is taking the pen away from Dana at this point. Cody Garbrandt versus Miles Johns. Cody's going to get chin, dude. Ricky Tercios versus Bernardo Sapage. That's a great fight. So good to see Ricky booked again. That's awesome. I didn't even know about that. Gore versus Tricoli. Gore might actually have a chance of getting a win, for God's sake. Oliveira versus Chandler, of course. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Mickey Gall is going to be at UFC 309 against Ramiz Brahimaj. Never heard of that guy in my life. Hardy versus Mora is a great one. Ribas versus Mackenzie Dern. That's a fun fight. And the Navajo's going to be back at on December 14th. That's cool. That's cool. Nice to know that Smith has been booked against Reyes as well. And that's it, man. That's it. Mr. Battletoads in the house, brother. Are you Merab Moody? He is indeed Merab Moody. But most know him as the Meth Leprechaun. Well, that dude who fought CM Punk the second time was a media guy. No wonder. It's me on there, Juiceman. Nice. Anthony Hernandez. Now you've piqued my interest. Yeah, it's so funny that the middleweight Anthony Hernandez has completely surpassed the other Anthony Hernandez. That's Alex Hernandez, I think. No. I'm a moron. Yeah, Alexander Hernandez. Let me see who he's booked to, because I couldn't find it on that page that was shared with me. Great Ape. That's honestly a cringe nickname for Alexander Hernandez. Austin Hubbard. Oh, okay. Oh, no, dude. Oh, dude, Hubbard's going to murder him. Jesus. Poor Hernandez. He's had enough, man. If restored hairline Damon Jackson can beat you, then Hubbard's going to fucking crush him. You mean Mike Jackson? Oh! There was an Anthony Hernandez at heavyweight several years ago. God, that just contributes to my theory that all these fighters were sculpted in labs, like Ivan Drago from Rocky III. Keeps on repeating itself, just like history. But my next bit of MMA news, troopers and grinders. The last bit of O'Malley news. Schmitty, who has been working for Sean as part of his own podcast, the Brendan Schmitty Show, as well as a frequent guest of Sean and Welch's show for a couple of years now, had a total freak out on the last episode of the Timbo Sugar Show, bawling his eyes out about Sean not inviting him to his after party following his loss. And I quote, "I'm so upset. I said I love you. Nobody sent me one fucking text about the after party. Not one fucking thought was made about me. I made the press conference massive, and I backed up my shit talk against Merab and Aljo. Where, Ricky? Let me in. Please, I'll be good." So anyway, yeah, Hank the Tank's OnlyFans in a couple weeks, by the way. Couple weeks, guys. It's coming. It's coming. It's the OF page. It's coming. So yeah, this is what happens when you let a financially dependent clout chaser into your crew. They turn on you and lash out when you fall, and they're fearing their loss of influence. Sean said it was a misunderstanding, and Schmitty got all butthurt and defensive. Apparently, things were patched up afterwards between them, but not before Twitter had its takes on the situation. One of my favorites was from Sadiq Yusuf, who said, "One of the benefits of a loss is it makes the clowns currently in your life a lot easier to identify. They show themselves almost immediately, and wiser words could not have been said," Sadiq Yusuf. Others called Schmitty a self-centered, entitled 30-plus-year-old drama queen who Sean personally flew out to Arizona to save from a 9-to-5 job. And this is his response to a loss, crying over not being invited to the L after party. Grow up. There was an Anthony Hernandez at heavyweight. Yeah. What a guy. Now he's lost to the history books. That Anthony Hernandez was sculpted from whale blubber, actually. Yes, he was actually Anthony Hernandez, the middleweight in a fat suit. Like Fat Bastard. Or Jiminy Glick. Cody Gibson and Darren Till must have been in the lab. Yes, they were. "Hey, mate, can you hand me the hydrochloride?" "Oh, yes, master. Oh, I dropped it, master. I'm so sorry. It's alive, mate." "Oh, it's torn its ACL, mate. It was too much weight for its own leg. He snapped it like a twig, lad." O'Sally had a whole year to rest up to fight Aljo. Then had a long layoff with Cheeto, and then another layoff, and Sphere built around him with Merab just to make an excuse, and now another year. Yeah, exactly. Well, he's a star, Juiceman, and you can't knock O'Malley here. He's made his money, dude. Just like Izzy made his money. And if you already secured your legacy and you're already champion, then really you have enough time to take that time off and heal, and then come back later. I think he really did tear his LAHBrum. I think he did have surgery on it before the fight. So I don't think it's just, an excuse for him to take time off. I think he is actually hurt, as much as Adin Ross makes me not want to believe that whatsoever, because he's a little fucking scumbag. How many times do you have to say that? 5 times fast. Anakin MMA, we got a civil war here in the chat, and it's the perfect place because it's the war zone. I'm just like No Chill MMA. I'll let it go, brother. Yes, definitely a bunch of wussies. Think he underestimated the F out of Merab is what I think. I think that it's a combination of that, and I think Tim Welsh definitely underestimated Merab because he was just coaching O'Malley like everything was fine. He gave him some good advice with the knee up the middle, but way too optimistic a perspective for your guy when Merab's beating you, in my opinion, three rounds to none going into the 4th. So I think Tim Welsh definitely underestimated Merab, and again, I think they had a plan to treat him like Aljamain Sterling, but he's not Aljamain Sterling. And he was smart enough to just back up and wait for O'Malley to come forward, which I don't think O'Malley had done in a very long time. Or at least he was tentative, because if he did come forward, Merab would probably take him down. We can say the same thing about Aljo pulling out. Pulling out of what? Oh, that. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So he actually did just get injured. Again, it's sort of weird because like there are some guys you can trust when it comes to surgeries or injuries that they had. Like an Alex Pereira. If he's injured and he's telling you he can't make it, he definitely can't make it. Whereas when you get guys like John Jones, who is like filming himself in training the exact moment that he got injured, and then other times where, you know, they're in the cameras in the corner filming the Roku documentary, and Jon Jones comes into the room to share this private conversation and say the quiet part out loud for the public to hear. I'm starting to doubt that, especially from a habitual liar in Jon Jones. So it really depends on the morality of the person. I think that O'Malley's a good enough guy that he could actually be honest about that shit. He doesn't trust trustworthy people, but I think he himself is a little more objective. Rob just has that lay and pray style. He does. I wouldn't even call it lay and pray. I just call it failed submissions. Like, he just grabs the head. He grabs it like this. Oh, that is my attempt, brother. That is how I keep you down, brother. And then I hit you a few times if you try to get back up. Like, he's not just like Gamrot. He actually does do damage. It's just the most inoffensive damage I've ever seen in my life. Because I think he actually just can't do it. Anakin, would you hold O'Sally's ding dong while he pees? Because it seems like you would know how bad you came to his defense. Juiceman, you shouldn't be going after Anakin MMA. You should be going after Adin Ross. That should be your next target, Juiceman. He's the one who's glazing O'Malley to death and glazing that fat orange fuck to death. So if you got anybody to have a problem with, don't have a problem with somebody in my chat. Have a problem with somebody with those fucking influencers in the outside world who are misleading the youth into becoming degenerates. Hank O'Malley turned into much soy. He's off for a year. He has to father more children. Well, is that going to be him fathering more children, or is it going to be him having Adin Ross come over to the place to get it on with his wife? Oh yeah. Auga! Yeah, he's probably going to have an arrangement. Just a bunch of little Ian Garys out there, little Machados. O'Malley's jiu-jitsu coach, Augusto Mendez, underestimated Merab. Defense grappling was not effective. Yeah, it wasn't. Again, I think it's the people around O'Malley, not just O'Malley himself, who all contributed to this loss. And of course, you know, Schmitty has to blame Sean for everything and project his insecurities onto, he didn't invite me to the after party. Figgy or Umar win, that would be glorious. Yeah, I think Umar has a good chance of doing that. But honestly, he got tested a little bit by Corey, but I don't think the man's been tested all that much. Rob could literally out-grapple him. I could actually see it happening. It's just a battle of the inbred EPO strength, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Figgy would give him a problem. What is good, Matua? It's good to see you. Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 29. I'm going to be a fucking man. I'm in Washington, D.C. I got my Glock. All you motherfuckers can get it. I'm going to go to war for you guys. Here's the fucking thing, you guys. I'm here with Bryce Mitchell being a man. Doing the man dance. No seatbelt. Anakin was going at me since earlier in a different chat, bro. Not yours. That's not cool, Anakin. Lay off of him. Especially since you're a contributor to the channel. I don't want you getting yourself in trouble, Anakin. Is happy he got his pick right. It's not just his pick, Anakin MMA. He legitimately despises Sean O'Malley. So regardless of who he's picking, he's rooting for O'Malley's downfall. Redskins for life. Don't you mean the Washington Commanders? Don't you mean the commies, Matua? I actually prefer that name to the Redskins, to be honest. I guys, it's just my opinion regarding NFL football. I hate seeing a bunch of old white rich people pretending to be Native Americans and going, oh, like pretending to be Indians. I think that's just, and that's not a like cancel culture thing. That's just these dumb fucking whiteys are appropriating the culture of Native Americans and pretending like there's nothing wrong with them basically doing Indian face. And it was a problem with the Redskins as well. And who was from DC? Yes. I'm not saying names again. I'm not gonna get you killed, Matua, okay? Big Red. But yeah, I just don't like the Chiefs thing. I don't like the Redskins thing. I don't like all these old whiteys just fucking pretending to be Native Americans. I think it's stupid. So it had to go at some point. Panthers are looking rough. They just benched their QB, who was the number 1 pick. Yeah, until he wasn't, because it looks like Bryce Young is a complete bust. The thing is, guys, and I'm sorry that I'm getting into these football spiels, but with regarding NFL and the draft, I feel like a lot of these losing teams, they're not going to change anything when they got a number 1 quarterback. Because the thing is, guys, you have to have a good franchise. You have to have a good organization and management team and so much behind the scenes that makes a football team a success. I learned about people working for sports franchises and teams from like literally George Costanza from Seinfeld that it takes a whole organization to make the team great. One number 1 quarterback isn't going to change that. If your O-line's crap, if your defense is shit, if you got a horrible offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or a bad coach, or anybody just bring a bad team culture, then one quarterback is like a magic, you're not always going to have a Tom Brady who saves the day. And also here's the thing, guys. What I've seen is that college football, it looks nothing like regular football. It's way slower, way like more heavy set kids who are just going like really like the speed of a fucking Buick, and they just look plotty. Like compared to NFL, where these kids are like lightning fast, I think it's a different sport entirely. Raised in DC, that's cool. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think they're fucking privileged as hell. Anyway, moving on to my next story. Oh, there we go. Dylan spilled the beans. Nice. But anyway, next bit of actually, I could go on for 3 minutes. Let's engage in some more football chat. How about it, Troopers and Grinders? I never get this opportunity, but dude, what a week of upsets with football recently, huh? The great stuff from who was it? The Vikings against the 49ers. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually look at all these upsets. It's pretty cool. I root for chaos in football in the NFL. Constant chaos. And all the number 1 teams just fucking suffering and breaking down and being burnt down to the ground. So I love seeing big upsets. So there was the Vikings being the 49ers. Glad they're getting taken down to earth. If you can't beat the Chiefs, you don't deserve to go to the playoffs again. That is my opinion. Then Saints beating the Cowboys 44-19. Yeah, fuck them boys, man. Gonna always have a toxic fan base on Twitter. Just always saying, well, it's our year. It's our year. It will never be your year at this point. It's starting to not even look like a playoffs year. And that's a shame because I like the Cowboys as just a regular team. I don't like the America's team tagline because that can get propagandized to death. But in terms of, I like the star for the insignia. I like the way that they're a pass heavy offense. They're fun, but I'll be honest, guys, deep in my subconscious, it's very rewarding to see Derek Carr, who's a former Raider, having the tenure of his life as part of the New Orleans Saints and just fucking crushing the competition, having a great O-line, pass-heavy offense. It is really great to see Derek Carr living his best life as a former Raiders fan. Then Jets beating the Titans was pretty cool as well. It's nice to see Aaron Rodgers get a W because he's a lot of people's heroes. And then the most satisfying upset of all, Troopers and Grinders, Raiders beating the damn Ravens. Hell yeah. Bang, bang, Raider gang. Raiders for life. Just win, baby. Just won, baby. Shout out to the Raiders report. I love watching those guys' reactions to football games. There's some cool guys running that channel. A bunch of drunkards, but I digress. Raiders! Bang! Yes, sir. I love my Raiders. I'm going to be a Raiders fan till the day I die. My dad's a Raider. I'm a Raider. And then Cardinals destroying the Rams was also great because Cardinals have a decent franchise and their offense is actually really fun to watch, especially the small quarterback getting touchdown after touchdown. And I think there's this kid, I think his name's Williamson or something, and he is just on freaking fire as or Richardson, who's on fire as part of that offense. That was cool. And it sucked seeing the Chiefs beat the Bengals, dude. Every single time they have to leave it close, and then some fucking flag always saves the Chiefs. They are just the bane of my existence as a Raiders fan, and I'm hoping that Mahomes just snaps that leg. So no more State Farm advertisements. And then finally the cherry on top of the Sunday, Falcons beating the Eagles. What a week of carnage. I'm so happy, and chaos. That's the best. Even Bo Dix and Caleb Williams are not doing well. Really goes to show how bad the draft can be. Yeah, and just how bad the teams that are drafting them are. Fans, don't do that chant. Yeah, exactly. Chiefs are fucking disgusting, dude. Bo Nix, yeah. Falcons upset the Eagles. That was a great moment. I'm always going to root for the Falcons since the Patriots got that upset of them. It's just a shame. It's the same thing that happened to the Lions against the 49ers. They had that game in the bag until they didn't. Hank, you got more patience than the infamous skater. You deserve the good, bro, for real. Thank you very much, Juiceman. Well, you know, Skatesman's a busy man, so I can understand his mentality. Seattle Seahawks are my team, and what a great job they've been doing, Sean. I will say that the Seahawks, they have a low glass ceiling. They beat the Broncos just barely. They beat the Patriots just barely. So when they are up against a good team, I think they're gonna flail a little bit, and the feathers are gonna fall out of their wings. But I do have a cousin who is I got a branch of my family that are Seattle Seahawks fans. So let them fly, baby. Let them fly, Sean Moody. It's always fun having football fans who are fans of teams that aren't in their state, which is, I think those are actually true fans because they're fans of the idea of the team and the organization as a whole. They're not just fans of them because they're from their city. They actually love what the team stands for. Wow. Holy crap. Well, that explains it. Bears. They fucking fumbled their last game. Steelers are 2-0 with Justin Fields. Yes, sir. Oh, come on. Don't be mad, Juiceman. It's a fact. It's a fact. And dude, I love seeing the reactions of Chiseled Adonis too. He's a fun Steelers fan, along with what was his name? He's always he always has a congratulations Seahawks or congratulations Patriots. Juiceman, calm the fuck down. I'm saying that, dude. Calm the fuck down. It's football. It's MMA. It's sports. It's children's stuff. Okay, we're watching grown men act immature and beat the crap out of each other. Let's be mature a little bit. Yeah, it's a little creepy. Got to be honest. Dylan Shakin, Big Red. I was raised in SE right off Alabama. Nice. What do you think of Sam Darnold having a resurgence with the Vikings? Good for them, dude. Good for them. I will say it was anger-inducing as a Raiders fan last year, but I wish them nothing but the best because I'll be honest, ever since the Minnesota Miracle, I've been behind the Vikings getting back to the Super Bowl someday. Anakin's cool. Anakin really hasn't done anything to upset me yet, so both of you don't upset me, please. I have an Illinois player on the defense. Nice. Terry Bradshaw, brother. I love Terry. He's fun. Maybe a better commentator than he is a player. All right, next. Actually, I got one more minute. Howie Long. Yes, sir. Oh, Howie's long. Oh, yeah. Just the way Jeff Molina likes it. Oh, I've been to the shore, and when they're long, you can't help but notice. Howie. That's my team. That's my quarterback. As Ocho Cinco would say. But yeah, it's a good time to be a Raiders fan at the moment. There's always one big upset that renews my hope for that team. But if they were to be the fourth place team in my division, I wouldn't care anyway. I'd still be a Raiders fan. So what happened to the 49ers after they lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs? I think it was 2021, 2022. Yeah, they fell off hard. Would you consider doing an MMA fantasy draft? That might be fun, but do I have to pitch in some money for that to happen? Yeah, basically, guys, as to just sum up my experience with football as a whole, I root for everyone except the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Everybody, literally every single team. How many teams are there? I root for all 31 teams outside the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And even then, I'm disappointed. So literally, I will take anything, even the LA Rams. Hope this law doesn't get approved by the state or they'll go under, brother. I was referring to Anakin, not you. He's no saint. We were in chat earlier. Like I said, you weren't there. It's been me and that guy. It's all good. Okay. Try not to start shit. No money, just for funds. Interesting. I could try. God, so great having drafted Christian McCaffrey first. Yeah. And that's part of the 49ers, I believe. Yeah. So great having drafted Christian McCaffrey. Oh, is that part of a fantasy league? Yeah, that definitely paid off. Chiefs must get a three-peat. No, they really don't. Oh, they might. They might get a three-peat. Yeah, it's awful, Anakin, isn't it? They might never lose again, as that sign from the A's once put. And honestly, that's my most disappointed moment as an A's fan, is that during our hot streak that we had in 2001, I believe a fan had a sign in the arena and it said, we may never lose again. And now that's actually applying to every team but the A's. So yeah, we have cursed so many sports with that shit. That would kill me. That would absolutely kill me. 31. 2. I lived on Minnesota Avenue as southeast till I was 15. He was probably 1.5 miles from me tops. That's awesome. Let's hope that Big Red and Matua don't get into it at all. HDR. Yes, sir. HTTR. No. I hope that you guys don't get into a beef, because otherwise we might have a problem. But we get into the next bit of MMA news from Hank's Think Tank. Aljamain Sterling has injured himself in preparation for his UFC 307 fight with Movsar Evloev and is out of the bout. Say it ain't so. Actually, I'm not sad about it whatsoever. With the former champ now asking for Movsar to postpone everything and wait until December for them to fight. All that shit talk gone down the drain. Such a shame for illegal knee Movsar, an Oscar Award winner, Aljamain Sterling, Aljo Komain, as he's known. Aljo was still able to get one insult in for Evloev on his injury announcement, saying that he could come to daddy. Hey, Movsar Evloev, come to daddy. Huh? Shama. In December. No Diddy. Don't come to Diddy. Speaking of which, he got arrested. Fuck you, Diddy. I can keep making jokes about you all I want. Can't come at me from a cell. Hey, at least it's better than coming on that ass. No Aljo. Get that down on the counter, Moody. No Aljo. Counter 1. Regarding the injury itself, he seemingly tore a muscle in his left arm when his sparring partner put him in a Kimura and pulled it too hard. And he's been trying stem cells and rehab for it since, but not in time to fight. Maybe not seeing these two fight for an even longer while is a blessing in disguise. But you tell me, troopers and grinders. MMA Fantasy Rules season could run from September 9th, 2023 to September 2nd, 2024. Okay. Each team must draft one fighter from each UFC. So am I late already? Am I late? Can I not put my hat into the ring? No more than 3 current UFC champions per team. Gotcha. Each team must draft at least 2 fighters not currently ranked. Nice. That's fun. I'm glad he's going away forever. Yeah. He's the new R. Kelly of our day and age. Damn, hating on Aljo. Yeah. I didn't really enjoy Aljo as a champion whatsoever. He's a nice guy. As Michael Bisping said, he's a likable guy. He's a nice guy. But he's had too much bad faith in terms of just what he's in being good for the sport. I don't think he's that great for the sport. I think he's boring. I think his fight with Cejudo was the only good fight he ever had. And he's got a good YouTube channel. Maybe he should stick to it, because at featherweight, he's just going to be crotch sniffing and maybe doing an even worse job than Evloev. That might have been why they booked those two, honestly, to just see one of them lose. There's a reason why those two were booked against each other. He's a good guy. I like him as a person, just in terms of being a fighter and a champion. He wasn't my cup of tea. Messed up the dates of the year. My fault. Him and Kels can be sellies. Interesting. Get into a beef. Pff, that's my dog now. Yes, sir. Oof, oof, oof. Hey, I got that dog in me. Trust. I got Millie all over. I even dug up the corpse. It's just me and Millie forever. Shout out to the puppy. License to chill. God bless. See you at the top. Yeah, he's going to see him at the top. All right. He's going to be seeing the pearly gates of heaven after Charles Oliveira takes his head off his shoulders and sends him on a permanent vacation to the shadow realm. It's red panty night, but Chandler's going to be wearing the red panties from the blood stained all over him. No Jones. Got beef, well, pork. So fuck yeah, barber. Southeast. Okay, we've diverged the conversation into somewhere completely different. And you know what? That I'm okay with that, Troopers and Grinders. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I could go on for a few more minutes. What's going on? No Jones. Hell yeah. No Diddy either. No Diddy. We have our catchphrases, and when we have our emojis in our memberships, I'm definitely going to have a no Diddy emoji. That is definitely the first one up. What other ideas for emojis for the channel would you guys have? I think I definitely have an emoji of my face going, as I tend to do. And then what else? What else? Yes, more no Diddy, more. I want more, pal, more. Isn't he awesome? License to Chill. I am loving the impression so far. I love everything about this kid. License to Chill is the best member of this chat ever. Nobody be telling me that License to Chill isn't the pound for pound number one. Maybe Dana Red. Horizon shit. Grinding teeth. Yeah. Or the little. God damn it. Maybe we could show Skatesman doing a little skateboard pose, and then Hank, we got the tank. We got the tank coming forward. Well, let me think. What? There's some other stuff. Maybe we could have the Leprechaun Sean Moody as well. Leprechaun Sean Moody emoji. Play to beats. Yes, sir. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Oh, I want to be defeated. Yes, you, Sean Moody. Yes, you. Without our channel, we wouldn't have gotten 9 ring girls, all first generation Mexican, Berber. I love everything about those girls. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Somebody saluting like Yoel. See you soon, boy. Chandler emoji. Goddamn. We're really falling into degeneracy now. That's all, folks. That's how Rampage acted when he fought Kevin Randleman. Auga, auga. Actually, I got an idea, guys. The Robin Black impersonation. Robin Black, the guy with who looks like fucking Robert Smith from the 80s, if he actually aged and didn't have lipstick on, doing that. If you take Juice Man and you take Anakin MMA and you put those two together, it's like Vegeta and Goku coming at it. Ring girls made more than the fighters. I know, depressing, right? Hey, good for those ring girls, though. Tank Abbott. Okay, now you're starting to diverge. To the Asian girl who interviewed him. Yeah, the KC guy. Big Red, maybe as well. Skateboard, yes, absolutely. All right, I'm taking all those ideas into consideration. Bob Ross Hank. Yes, sir. Bob Ross Hank. Maybe me as Steve Garcia. No, not Steve. Steve Urseg doing the Michael Scott from The Office. What it do? What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey, man, listen. Today, we are going to do a bingo card. We're going to do a bingo card. How could you say that, bro? My bingo cards are undefeated and flawless. Anyway, man, Bedtime crew, I didn't have Steve Urseg losing on my bingo card, man. Stop comparing me to Steve Urseg. I'm not Steve. I get so angry, so frustrated. Doing the tier list, Skate Tank crew. Robin Black, the rock star. Dude sucks. Yeah, exactly. He likes to call himself that. Ronald McDonald. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Did I ever do Ronald McDonald? Watch out, kids. There's the Hamburglar.
I got the burgers.
Well, why don't you just pay for one and you can have it yourself, partner? McDonald's. Tricks are for kids. Silly rabbit. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I'll get all the McDonald's burgers.
Oh my god. He's stealing the formula. What are you going to do, SpongeBob? Eat my microscopic dust crabs. You'll never catch me when I shift into maximum overdrive. Hiya! College grad Hank. Yes, sir. Da, 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 da. Sad to see where Urseg is now. Yeah, on a one-fight losing streak. How terrible. I don't mention that to Hank Urseg. Is his guy. Yeah. Well, he wasn't insulting him. It was just, it's actually sad that Otto Skatesman always tries to rub his loss in my face every chance that he can get. For some reason, all it takes is one interview or one moment of vulnerability for Otto Skatesman to snap. He's more unhinged than the schizophrenic veteran Hank the Tank. Baroni versus War Machine. Oh, now we're getting into the MCU. Robin Black needs a costume. Yes, exactly. If you were to have Big Red taking on Little Red from Inside Out, that would be the dream match of the century. That's better than Luke Rockhold versus Smiling Sam Alvey. We got to put those two together. And then we can have Pixar have them battle it out with CGI animation. What's the name of that guy who runs Pixar anyway? I forget. It's not Steve Jobs. Jim Morris. No. Yeah, Pete Docter. If you have Pete Docter doing the animation, Big Red could be better than Inside Out. Ah, the home of the real hardcores. Hank's Think Tank. He doesn't know how bizarrely timed that Urseg reference just was. Yeah. What it do? Paradox the Chad. Hey, fucking donate, man. Fucking donate. Well, donate to Paradox the Chad. What are you fucking doing? Donate. And then as Isha says, what are you doing? Unsubscribe from the City Life Project. Subscribe to Skate Tank. Subscribe to No Chill. Subscribe to Big Red. What are you fucking doing? Unsubscribe from City Life Project. He just gets so angry about it. MMA Fantasies, he might actually have a heart attack at some point. MMA Fantasy scoring, 1 win equals 1 point with the following bonuses. Round 1 stoppage win, +3 round 2. Okay. I'm digging it. What is up, JVD? Oh, God. Yep, that's me. The skinhead, the young skinhead. Kevin Doucette. I'm Kevin Doucette. Please do not compare me to JVD. I think you got that shit twisted. What is it? The braids? Winover fighter drafted by another team +10. Wearing lots of jewelry. Oh, yeah. So I'm a good analyst. I see these rings. They call me Mystic Chill because I predict these rings. Yeah. Paradox of Chad, #1 JVD clipper in the world. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. This is bad. This is getting bad. Is this License to Chill JVD clips persona? All right. Gotcha. That is true, Anakin. I wish. Anakin is. I'm ashamed of you, Anakin. I really am. You're a detriment to my own people, Anakin MMA. You're gonna create another what's the term that they always use for it? Another Hollow Frost. Hollow Frost. Anyway, next piece of Hank's Think Tank MMA news. I got some lighter stuff for you, troopers and grinders. In lighter news, Bryce Mitchell took to Instagram recently and posted himself hitching a ride with the one, the only Sean Strickland. Here's the fucking thing, you guys. Here's what happened. This is the psycho redneck pairing we've all been waiting to see. He called Strickland a friend, an American legend, brother. As well as spilled the beans that they were training together. I hope Sean isn't chinning him on the regular during practice, or else it's a whole new level of conspiracy theories from Mitchell come November. Sean was hilarious in the clip, telling Mitchell he'd lose his fan base for riding in a Tesla. Here's the fucking thing, Bryce. You're going to fucking lose subs because of me, you stupid son of a bitch. And then he went full schizo mode, pulling out a gun and saying, "We always stay strapped, right, Bruce? Let's fucking go. We stay strapped." That's right. This man's a friend. This guy he's a nice guy. He's very compatible, friendly, and a peaceful fellow, and very mentally sound. This man, he should run for president, just along with Kanye West as his VP, brother. Sean also posted afterwards that he told Bryce to put his seatbelt on because he was getting tired of his car beeping from the noise. And Bryce put the seatbelt on behind his own back. Never change, Thug Nasty. Maybe when you enter your 40s and 50s, you can change. But until, carry on, you silly little hillbilly. It is true. It is true. Hank, what are your thoughts on Destiny? I keep hearing that name, man. Destiny. Yeah, that guy. He debated, I believe he debated Jesse on Fire regarding the electoral system and the results of the 2020 election and whether or not certain aspects were rigged or corrupt or not. And basically, he absolutely destroyed Jesse on Fire and exposed him as a complete fraud, as a political YouTuber as Schultz would say from Hogan's Heroes, "I know nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing about that." Hogan. But Jesse on Fire, his brain is on fucking fire whenever he has a political debate with somebody. It's like fucking SpongeBob SquarePants when he's overworked and just all the fucking file cabinets everywhere and the brainwave on fucking fire and employees running for their lives, fearing for their children. Yeah, Jesse's brain fucking backfires. It's on fire. He doesn't know shit. And he never knew shit regarding MMA either. Most of his YouTube videos were complete clickbait or just him having an inside story because I was at UFC 299 once and this guy had a conversation with me and my rich degenerate friends and they told me that O'Malley's injured, blah, 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 blah. You know, or they told me that Nate Diaz is coming back. Because he said this in a tweet. Jesse on Fire is shit, and Guru knew to get away from the moron because after one collab, he was gone. So I'd like to thank Destiny personally for fucking brutalizing Jesse on Fire on his own channel. But as a political commentator, I think he's too much of a centrist and too much of a what's the word for it? I forget. He's always on the fence. He can never make up his mind. He's a very fickle political commentator. He doesn't really have any beliefs. Do an exaggerated Joe Rogan facial expression. Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! People forget, man. Oh, these smelling salts. They treat COVID, right? They help you. They're medicine for COVID. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, Aljo. Oh, I love you, Usman. Yes, he did. MMA fantasy sounds lit. Our fighters drafted freshly each event or once at the beginning of the year has to be by event, right? And we'll see. Hey, there's Panda. Is it a bad idea to live in a Toyota Sienna? Well, City Life Project has considered it every now and again. So maybe that's the future, but I'd try to get an apartment, my brother. Unless you want to make some money on the side. If you want to actually get some profits for a year, just keep yourself safe if you're going to go for it.
Paradox. Sean Moody. The leprechaun.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking spelling salts.
Oh, going crazy. I got a story for you, Joe Rogan. I tried smelling salts once.
Good one, Joey. Good one, Joey.
And I was bombed out of my mind. I was... A little kitty cats are scratching my balls. And they're going skeet, skeet, skeet all over the walls.
When am I going live again? Going live with, Paradox the Chad.
Return to the Chad.
Hell yeah.
Can I do an impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin? Nah, I'm not gonna take that bull crap. And when I see you a king in the ring, I can take all comers and I'll run through every one of them. And that's the bottom line, because Hank Tank said so. If you want to see Hank the Tank whip Anakin MMA's prissy little ass, give me a hell yeah. Nah, I can't hear you. Give me a hell yeah. What? Fuck you, Vince. Ain't heard the last of me.
See you then, dude. Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with Arlington, Texas. DTA, Anakin. Don't trust nobody.
Jake the Snake. I have to really think about doing a... What would he say? The truth is, Steamboat, you fear me. You fear me when you look into my eyes, Ricky Steamboat. After I sent your head on the concrete floor, you can't be seeing straight because why did I tell you last time? Never trust a snake. And yeah, oh God, what else did he say? This time it's my turn. I'm gonna have you begging, DiBiase. I'm gonna have you wallowing in the muck of avarice. Joey Diaz bragging about women is top-notch comedy. I know he's like that, what was his name? That, oh God, Oscar Martinez guy from that South Park episode. Hey man, I'm not funny, okay? I'm just stealing people's comedy and I'm taking them as my own, okay? I got no dick, Kanye, I got no dick. Just enjoys the thing, man. Thank you, Anakin. I'm glad someone appreciates that reference. Whew. Next bit of Hank the Tank's MMA news. Notable Dagestani sellout Javier Mendez commented on Merab wanting Umar Nurmagomedov to fight someone else before challenging him for the UFC bantamweight title. Merab said that, like Marlon Vera, Umar won one fight in the top 15 by decision recently at bantamweight, and he already wants a title shot. He could have compared him to Sean O'Malley as well, but I digress. Merab said he would take the title fight with Umar, no problem, if the UFC had it booked. But he thinks Umar hasn't earned the shot yet and should fight one more contender before he can claim his right to challenge him, which I honestly agree with. Dagestani Privilege is unbelievable. Mendez responded by saying that Merab was trying to avoid Umar. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken! And that you fight what the UFC puts in front of you, much like the Dustin Poirier approach. I think Mendez is in the back of his mind knowing that the UFC gives his Dagestani trainees all the Dana White privilege in the world when it comes to fights in the rankings and for championships. But he won't admit it and is instead lying for the good of his talent and himself, like Ali Abdelaziz. And we all know what he's been compared to, a rat.
Peter Pettigrew! I didn't mean to kill you, Potter. I just had to do it for my Lord Voldemort. Have mercy, Ron Weasley. It's me. It's Scabbers. Yes, master.
Anyway, that's good old Ali Abdelaziz. I saw him in that third movie of Harry Potter once. Keep telling yourself the fix isn't in, Javier. Everyone else knows. Can you do Anderson Silva's high-pitched voice? I beat the child. I beat the child. And so now I'm coming for that bell beeping. You're gonna take on the spider? Hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good. I love you. I love you, Mike. I love you. See you soon, boy. I love Mikey Beasley. I love him. But he gonna come at the champ. He best not miss, Dad Sonnen. Hank the Goat, yes, sir. Expelliarmus. Anyway, I got 4 more minutes before my next bit of Hank the Tank's news. So hit me with your best shot. Remember when that song was being used for a regular show? I believe second episode. I think it was the second episode of regular show when that crazy giant coffee bean man. Oh, coffee. Oh, coffee. He uses his own tits to like squirt out coffee in there. Dude, regular show and Adventure Time, those were a fucking trip, dude. Cartoon Network in general during like the early 2010s was like I was a fucking kid on acid, you know. Those were the good times. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, regular show. God, I miss those days. I miss all those good cartoons. And then Teen Titans Go ruined everything. Hey man, how's Noah? Where's your kid at? I'm gonna show you where your kid's at. He's this pole right here. Getting kicked the shit out of every day. Where's your kid at? He's with me. He's with El Loco. He's with El Cucuy. Woo! I filed for divorce with you. He's mine now. Where are you at, George? They're all the same sentiment, aren't they? Yeah, lots of crazy people in MMA, man. And it's hard to tell whether it's put on or it's just their real selves and they just got really lucky. You'll do fucking nothing. You little fool, you little rat. You little fool of a thing, eh? You'll do fucking nothing. Who the fuck is that guy? You do nothing. You do nothing, Nate. Dance for me, Nate. Dance for me, monkey. And don't look at me when you dance, Nate. You little hood rat. Yeah. You're my rat of a thing, eh? Yeah, Conor McGregor. What a legend. Until he wasn't. Until he was hanging out with the biker chicks and the midgets at the circus. 3 men died making this watch, eh? 3 men. Hey, Vitalia. You know what that means? Pussy. You did that fucking Elmo laugh, remember? Hey, Kusadi, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to enter his favelas on horseback and rape and pillage and kill these people, yeah? I'm gonna fucking burn his village down to the ground, yeah? You do nothing. Anyway, Hank's the Tank's next bit of MMA news. Oh, Dana White talked bad about me on the news. Alex Pereira's training with John Jones? Kinda sus, if you ask me. Come on, Pereira, you know better. But at the same time, Alex Pereira has found a moose training in Utah and posed with it. Shama, moose behind me, come to bay.
What else? It's Anya. I'm with the moose. Say, look, it's Khalil Roundtree. What was the name of that girl who fucking sued him? I forget. Alex Pereira. Meredith Brown, I think it was, yeah. Yeah. It's Meredith Brown. Don't you look, doesn't her nose look like a moose? That was fun. And posed with it with the full guns, showing going Shama, Shama over and over again. So he's forgiven in my books, but don't let Jones' scummy nature rub off on you, Jones. Your wife's in me DMs. Jolie's wife. You tell him, Doctor, stop it. This ain't over, P-head. Alex knows what he is doing. Yes, he totally knows. Well, let me tell you, Anakin MMA, you may know what he's doing in terms of the sport, but he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to his relationships. Oh! Drop the mic right there, dude. He has no idea how to hold a marital relationship down when the girl's married to another guy while she's dating you. And then you got this fucking women's fighter that's clout chasing you for the moolah, and then we never hear from her again. Alex is it's a little bit beta when it comes to the girls. He's definitely not Big Red. Mind-boggling. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It boggles the mind. Push it. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Push it. Push it real good. Bump, 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 bump. I hope Khalil does the impossible so it can make everyone mad. You're one to talk, Anakin MMA, when Rob made you mad. Why are you wishing that on other people? I swear to God, I can never agree with Anakin MMA on anything. I'm get on his side with Sean O'Malley. He then gets off my side with Alex Pereira, dude. It's so sad. Make everyone mad. It'd definitely make me mad, having to listen to that fucking crybaby talk about street signs he saw while he was in a car sometime, or when I was walking through a forest and I saw the little colony of ants was getting smushed by this kid. I expected so much meaning from that. It's like how I grew up in the ghetto, man. I'm just so happy to be here. And anybody who's saying that I shouldn't be fighting Alex, they're not hardcores. They're casuals, man. She's dead. That's why. Wow. Interesting. She's not dead. There's no way she's dead. Pollyanna Viana. All right, most recent video. I can't believe she's actually got me convinced of this. September 5th, she's fine. Yeah, Alex Pereira, she pulled the same thing he did on Meredith Brown, left hook. Oh, right up there, man. Right up the anus. It's a joke. I know. I can never tell sometimes with you license to chill. Yeah, you got to be more chill like your license suggests. I need my revenge. That's why. Well, don't take it out on a fun striker who's even more humble than O'Malley. Take your vengeance out on fucking Khalil Roundtree, dude. He's basically little Marab Jr. Gonna cry. Getting actually cut for the banned substance. He looks like a fucking genetic freak, and he's so annoying too. So might as well be Mini Marab, just like the maniac Sean Moody. Yeah. Khalil's got the tools to beat Alex. He really doesn't. He doesn't have the grappling. Yan can smother him on his second attempt. If he gets another try at Alex is too dope. He's got the tools. He's got the kickboxing, but do you really think that Khalil's going to have the more powerful kick than Alex? I highly doubt it. He's probably he literally is going to keep himself on the feet, and that's where Alex Pereira is finishing everybody.
It'd be funny if Khalil wrestles Alex. Yeah, I know. It'd be so sad, wouldn't it? He'd be stupid not to, but this is Khalil Roundtree we're talking about here. Trump impression talking MMA.
And I saw Dustin Poirier, and we love Dustin Poirier. We love Dustin. He's a true American hero. Michael Chandler, what a cuck. What a cuck he is. I heard that Kamala was adopted. Kamala was adopted by Michael Chandler. He found her in India. Yeah, he found her in India. And he adopted her as part of his clan. And to say, look, we love everybody. We love everybody in this country, but she's a migrant. She's an illegal migrant. And Michael Chandler, what a liberal. Some say that he reminds me of the late, great Hunter Biden. Michael Chandler, Hunter Biden. And Dana White. I accepted my endorsement from Dana. Full-throated from Dana. And we love Dana. We love him. When he was with me in my office, he was definitely Dana White. He was white all over. Same with Elon. Two of them at the same time.
Alex isn't invincible. We know Khalil got an uphill battle. It's going to be fun. Yeah, that's true. Keep saying that, Matua. Keep saying he's not invincible. He's going to keep proving you wrong. Anyway, wait. Hey, we got 3 more minutes.
Hit me. Come on. I want you to do what I want you to do. Come on. Hit me. Come on. I want you to do what I want you to do. Hit me.
Hurt me.
All right. But yeah. Khalil Roundtree's not it, dude. And we all know why he's being booked against Alex Pereira. So that Ankalaev doesn't have to fight him. So that he can then have just that contenders fight with Rakic, and then Dana is hoping that Rakic flatlines Ankalaev. I'll stand on it, and if or when I'm wrong, I'll stand on that too. Good. Boo! You're the commies, dude. Commies for life. You are the commies. You are actually in it. You know what I remember your team as, Matua? I remember them as the Washington football team. What a great name that was, troopers and grinders. It was really emblematic of what they were. It symbolized what they were, like literally like in Oxford's dictionary. They were a football team. I think it was innovative. I think it was revolutionary that they come out of the closet and assert themselves as what they truly are, which is a football team. And all these teams, man, trying to pretend that they're birds, at their little men with American flags for hats, that they're lightning bolts, at their what else? That they're Native Americans, you know, they're dolphins, that they're all kinds of mammals, but Washington football team. It was the Washington football team. The real America's team. No, Matua. The real America's team was made up of Buff Bagwell and Buff Bagwell, and what was the other guy's name? Buff Bagwell and Scott Norton. American males. That's the real America's team.
And you know what? You know who's also real? The real African champion. African born, African raised, just sniffing in that African air. Oh, smog. Oh, gunpowder. I smelled it all in Johannesburg. I am the real African.
Nation's capital, brother. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Little word of advice, Matua. If you see a Supreme Court judge walking around Washington D.C., can you punch them in the snoz for me? Just bam, just jab when they least expect it, right in the nose. Just fucking bounce a Supreme Court justice's head off the concrete, please. Dana White impression Mike Goldberg announcer was never your friend. Oh God, how to do the impression? Oh yeah, Mike Goldberg. He's a big fucking idiot. Mike Goldberg was never my friend. And people are I'm not defending Mike Goldberg. I'm not defending Mike Goldberg. He is the worst announcer ever. And you know, cocaine's expensive. Cocaine's expensive for Mike Goldberg. I saw him with Oscar De La Hoya the other day, and dude, John Anik, he's the pound for pound best commentator ever. Mike Goldberg, well, good for him. He can go to PFL. He can go commentate boxing. Next question. Huh? What was that? When you taking on a Quiznos date, Grasso or Turtle Ankles Cortez? If so, why? I would take Grasso because I know that her eyelashes aren't fake. And also Rigo's fucking hounding for her. So if Rigo's going after a chick, she's definitely not worth it. Thought they was going to change the Washington part. That's sort of dumb. Buff Bagwell, yes, sir. Scotty Riggs, not Norton. Gotcha. Dog. Speaking of fighting Supreme Court judges, me and my folk created a playlist called, drumroll please. Oh, we need more. Not quite my tempo. Were you fasting or was I slowing? Answer me, damn it. Was I running or slowing? If you know Whiplash, you know that reference. Well, until Matua gives the name of his playlist. Oh, it's mostly gospel songs. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And like the great evangelical Jesus Christ told us back in 1974, we must divide and conquer in order to ensure a great democracy nationwide. If it means committing genocide, committing manslaughter, torture, we got to get ourselves some good government globally. We got to have them in Eastern Europe. We got to have them in Latin America. We must spread and we must manifest our destinies, brother. Kamzat never fights because he can't get a visa, right? Yeah. And America hates him because he's with Kadyrov for a second. He's best friends with good old Kadyrov. Anyway, my next bit of MMA news. The PFL CEO, Don Davis, claims that his expanding Battle of the Giants supercard with the main event of Ngannou versus Ferreira will cost more than the $20 million and Dana White spent on the Sphere card, because there's a lot of dream fights between promotions. And it was also weird what Don Davis said during that interview as well, when he was like, we want to make the best MMA fights and get an okay profit. It's not about making money. It's about just ensuring good fights and a great platform, which honestly I can get behind, man. People forget the PFL is on Ariel's side, that he's interviewing Don Davis all the time. He's a genius. People forget, man. People forget that Clay Collard is absolutely shit. People forget. What else was I going to say? It's interesting to have a model that favors quality over quantity, but honestly, there are so many MMA promotions out right now that might not keep up with the others if you're not focused on expanding the promotion. And, you know, it goes beyond quality. You gotta have a business model at the end of the day. It's great that we get good fights, but honestly, it might end up like ONE FC and they start bleeding money. Cool. Yeah, great. Spending money. What a bunch of bastards. Hank, you got good taste, brother. Authenticity goes a long way, my friend. Thank you very much, Juiceman. It's what I do. I am 100% authentic, and that is spelled OTHEENTYK, brother. Authentic. Yee! Did you know Kamala's father name is actually Donald J? Oh my God. No wonder she was so good with that line. Donald, I do hope that you are with me and when September comes around for the debate. Donald, you get back to the house this instant, young man. Henry Fonda, coming, mother. But yeah, hey, even if her father was Donald J, she fucking fathered Donald Trump during that debate. Just fucking big man sunned Donald Trump there, made him look fucking ridiculous, dude. Sad state of affairs. So she's used to talking big to a guy named Donald. You know, it makes all the sense in the world. It was a fraud. Donald J. Harris, he's an economist. Nice. Well, it makes sense that she went a political route then.
He's whispering in her ear, do a progressive policy, you idiot. Otherwise, you're going to lose.
I guess he listened. Next bit of MMA. Ooh. I'm not going to feel bad for voting for Kamala. Smart, Matua. I'm listen. I try not to get too political here. But yeah, I'm voting for her, and I've had that idea for a month or two now. So, hey, if Taylor Swift is voting for her and Billie Eilish are voting for her, I gotta vote too, man. Those two are my idols. If they tell me to jump, I say how high. I like Tim Walz. I do too. From the great state of Minnesota. It's strange that Isha isn't a fan of Tim Walz or doesn't care for him that much. But I think it's because he actually lives there. So he's always got his gripes against those who are leading the state because of economic circumstances. If anything, I see that there's a pattern, troopers and grinders, to project economic woes onto whoever's the closest in power. And that's understandable for sure. But I think there's also like local elections and local propositions. There's so much stuff regarding politics that's getting in the way of progress, but they always blame the leaders. I'm a fan of Tim Walz, going balls to the walls in November, baby. He's a good guy. Top 5 current active fighters, like in terms of like fan favorite, who do I like, or top 5 as in the greatest ever, pound for pound, number 5. Shut up, Kevin Ioli.
But Dana, you said that John Jones is five for pound best, but he hasn't had a fight since February of last year. I'm really putting down Islam Makhachev, Dana. Are you saying that pound for pound is just personal go? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna kill you, Kevin. We're no longer friends.
That being said, I'll see you at the cafe next Thursday. What are you talking about, Dana? Current active UFC fighters. Let me look through the rankings for a second so I can answer that question. Yeah. Top 5. Here's a fucking thing, you guys. I would put Tom Aspinall in the top 5 automatically. I really don't know why Ilya is so high. Yeah, he beat Volk, but he was coming off a knockout loss. He hasn't done anything since. Got dropped by Jai Herbert. Fuck John Jones. He's out of there. Alex Pereira is definitely in the top 5 as well in terms of best. Islam, of course. I agree with that as well. Really impressive stuff from him. Honestly, I don't like that Drickus has had so many splits or has been beaten up so much. So then Marab's just won. Who cares? Bilal Muhammad had a dominant performance, but he's sucked. In terms of consistency, I put Max Holloway up there. I put Max Holloway in the top 5. He actually went up a weight class and won in brutal fashion. So that's a great argument for pound best, right? And then, yeah. Oh, I got to choose somebody of these scrubs. I would say Drickus. I'd say Drickus. He defended his belt, so he's in my top 5 as well. Yeah, you said the quiet part out loud, Matua. Yeah. It's good to have Tim Walz there to sort of balance things out, though, right? Starting to lean more Tim Walz. Yeah, I hope their dichotomy works out for us. Matua is a very sensible one. Trust Matua's opinion on politics because, listen, guys, I've been following political news forever. Ever since 2016, I've been following the news. And I've been basically watching and reading a news story every single day of my life. And I think Matua is like right on the ball with that one, right on the mark. So I trust Matua in terms of her politics, but not in terms of MMA. Matua is way too willing to just, oh, I'm all this person. So I don't give a damn if she won a robbery. She won a robbery. This person's my favorite fighter ever. So, like me when I was a young MMA fan. So, meh. Don't trust the MMA, trust the politics. Let's get to Hank's next bit of MMA news, shall we? I hope you're satisfied with my answer for the top 5. Max Holloway recently claimed that the UFC made sure that Ilia Topuria didn't fight him on the way to the top of the rankings at featherweight and his title fight with Alexander Volkanovski. And I would be one to agree with Max. Even the online MMA community had the plan of Ilia fighting number 5 in the world in Josh Emmett and then getting the Volk fight afterwards. So it's clear that the UFC wanted a featherweight prospect Volk hadn't beaten for his next fight, and potentially someone who could end Volk's reign. So I think Max Holloway's right on the money. And for that reason, I might actually fade Ilia Topuria against Max Holloway, just because I think he's got way more tools in the toolkit and a much wider arsenal that he could potentially use. Like that spin kick, dude. If he could get that on Justin Gaethje, he'll just hit Ilia right in the freaking mush with that. So no forget Jesus, people. You understand me, cabron? Hey, my name is Jesus. Jesus. I go to Clone High. Oh, no. You're doing the wrong impression, man. You're going the wrong approach to this. You got to go, say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Careful with that nail gun, Jesus. Oh, you're right, Holmes. What are your unranked fighters you are looking forward to? I'm always a fan of Roman Kopylov. His style is just really fun to watch. Also love RoboCop. Gregory Rodriguez, that's another big one that I hope finds his way into the rankings at some point. Azamat's ranked already, right? I did like Azamat as he was on his way to the top. Oh, Dominic Reyes, of course. Dude, I'm 100% behind Dominic Reyes finding his way back into the rankings. That is what it is all about. Then, Joshua Van. It's fun watching Joshua Van. He always has scraps of fights. Peyton Talbot, even though I think he's a fucking freak, he's also a freak of nature. You understand? Also, interested in the career trajectory of what's his name? Malcolm Wellmaker. Fantastic shot. Oh, and Loner Kavanaugh. I really want to see what that kid does in the future. I love everything about these kids. Aren't they awesome? I used to be a fan of Manuel Torres before he got fucking absolutely destroyed. Keelhauled. Dominic Reyes with his second wind is nice. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? Isn't it awesome? Also, I'm enjoying the rise, the resurgence of Randy Brown. Randy Brown's been pretty fun to watch. He's been having solid fights as well. So I wish the best to Randy Brown. But there are so many middleweight prospects that I just want to see grow. Not outwards. I don't want them going up to light heavyweight or being a Tuivasa. Next bit of MMA news. Actually, I got a minute. So what do you want to talk about? Let me think of some more light unranked prospects. Very scary. There are so many. Cody Haddon. I'm looking forward to the rise of Cody Haddon. Oh shit. Oh. Chase Hooper. I really want to see what Chase Hooper does, because he represents what Colby Covington calls the nerds and virgins of the world. So he represents me, guys. Chase Hooper is me, and he is also him after he completely destroyed Vyacheslav Borshev. So I'm so happy to see Chase Hooper rise again, brother, because he was living in a van. He was living in a little fucking trailer minivan, and he was losing his fights too at a very young age. So it's so cool to see Chase Hooper rebound. Hanging with the boys. It's nothing but hanging with the toys and being boys with the boys. Hanging with the boys. She got me here. What a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Hanging with the boys. Take my breath away. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, license to no chill. I got a need for speed. Ow!
Goose, speak to me.
Speak to me, Goose. Join the Scientological cult, brother. You'll be back from the dead. The aliens will revival. Yeah.
Anyway, doing my Tom Cruise impression too much. Patty Pimblett beat his local bar's record for the most number of wings eaten in a single sitting, with 47 wings total. Man is night and day when it comes to weight, and it's a serious problem for this man, health-wise and in terms of mental edge. I hope it doesn't carry on to his life after fighting. That's all I got in terms of those notes. Man looks like he's ready to... God, who's the best comparison? He looks like Garbage Pail Kid. He looks like a Garbage Pail Kid when he's in his fat phase. And then it's one other guy. Oh, God, who to compare him to? Because he reminds me of somebody with that fucking suey pig face. And maybe Shaggy from Scooby-Doo after he turns into a fucking blubber ball. Who else? God, there's this one guy I'm trying to think of. Huh. Who else? There's this one guy. I got him in the back of my mind with what Fat Patty Pimblett, the Patty the Fatty looks like. Maybe I'm just thinking of Patty Pimblett when he's fat, but there's one other guy, and I can't. It's in the back of my head, but I can't remember. Does Jones Stipe go the distance? No, I don't think it does. I feel like Jones is going to have the exact same approach to Stipe that he did with Cyril Gane, where he gets him down and then they have the fucking rigged guillotine choke, and Jones gets it. And then Stipe does a Lyoto Machado, and he's like, he's dead on the mat. Does the dumb little bah thing. Want to do a lightning round? I'll throw a list of unranked. Say the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, sounds good.
Come on, coach. Hit me.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me.
Gone fight 100% rigged. I mean, if you're going to have conspiracy theories, have them about Jones winning because he's an evil little fucking cheat. So you can trust Jones as far as you can throw him. And then conspiracy theories towards the gloves made sense for a while, and they got disproven. I can do a lightning round, Matua, so throw them at me. Well, I still try to think to myself, who the fuck Patty the Fatty resembles? Honestly, looks a little bit like Guru. And then also, that one guy that everybody mistakes Guru for, who's also got that shit facial hair. Anyway, lightning round. Let's get it, Matua. Find me a prospect. In the meantime. MMA Joey. Grifter. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I need $10 more. $10 more, please. Steve Garcia, Power. Ludovic Klein, We Are So Back. Mike Davis, Absentee Father. Jacqueline Amorim, Weak Bicep. Cody Durden, America. Hell yeah, brother. Also, Steve Garcia is a trumper, as he made clear in his post-fight interview. So, stooping to a new low, man. Always stooping to a new low. Ludovic Klein, Little No Time Jr., Volkan Ozdemir Jr. Gonna cry. Mike Davis, again, inactive. Never there. Honestly, maybe one of the smartest guys in the game because he always wins and then he ducks. And then Amorim is armbar because she can't get a rear naked choke. And Cody Durden is the Darce choke of America, man. Oh, fat bastard. That's it. He reminds me of fat bastard. Luke Thomas. Liberal. I mean, he outs himself as one. Also, depressed. Depressed is the first thing I think of. Man, like, when he's not watching something in real time or watching Max Holloway completely flatline Justin Gaethje, guy might actually be clinically depressed because it doesn't seem like he enjoys anything. And then always makes it political when he's like angry at people. Oh, I hate MMA Guru. He could die and I wouldn't care. He could drop dead and I wouldn't give a damn. He could die on the sidewalk. Oh, fucking Republican. I don't like Guru's political views, but I'd never wish death on him or say that I wouldn't care if he was dead. Luke Thomas is just a fucking loser. Chase Hooper is humble. He's dope. I don't like Red Pill MMA either as well. I don't like Ronan. I don't like anyone who tries, or Jesse on Fire. Anybody who tries to make MMA specifically about politics, they can all go fuck themselves. Chase Hooper is humble. He's dope. He should be the one in O'Salley's position, but yeah, wasn't active. Well, it was a different division as well. Also, he got KO'd, so that's always going to hinder your momentum a little bit. As in star power, more humbling, deserving. That's true. He's a little bit of a weirdo, though. In his interviews, he always seems to have, like, a grudge of some kind, or he's like a mini Joe Pyfer, where he's like, and I don't like it. I mean, it's sort of weird. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I try my skill, but everybody's saying this about me, and I just disagree. I don't go into the nerds and virgins thing. I'm just not that. I disagree. He's always a little snippy. Also, shout out to crypto. Shout out to my company that sponsors me. And there's a little weird thing about Chase Hooper. I don't know. I feel like he's an O'Malley in the making. Or Peyton Talbot. That'd be even worse. Patty Pimblett parallel to fat bastard is hysterical. I know it is, right? Luke, I don't like you, so I'm not going to answer your question. I know, right? Dude, I think No Chill often compares me to a liberal. That's not true. I view myself as more of a progressive, democratic socialist. So if you got a problem with that, that's okay. I don't want any beef with you, but I'm just saying it out. That's my political affiliation. But I answer questions from everybody on the left or the right. And the truth is, guys, it's honestly a miracle that I've had this good of relations with people in the MMA world, given that I'm a political minority in this space. Like, everybody here is like either a Trumper or someone who's been Tea Party guy their entire life. So I am on the outs of this sport politically, but I still chat with everybody and I make everybody feel comfortable. I have my political debates, and that's a whole other thing entirely, where I have to argue a point and I have to tell somebody when they're being inaccurate or an idiot. But when I'm just hanging out and chatting with people, like, I don't care what your political affiliation is. If you have good opinions regarding MMA, I respect you. But fucking Illcat, dude. Finally, I have my chance. This is the one chance in my channel to finally fucking tear Illcat to shreds. I fucking hate Illcat's opinions. I hate them more than JL. I think he is legitimately the academics, and if you know, you know, he's the academics of the MMA world, glazing John Jones to death. And just every other opinion he has, is just solid in terms of like the sport, but like in terms of individual guys, like Guy could not be more in fucking bizarro world regarding his opinions and what the backstage lives of MMA fighters are. Just, oh, he fluked it. And, oh no, well, he was just having a bad night. It was a full on fucking robbery. And this guy's the GOAT despite cheating a shit ton. And, oh, Tom Aspinall's scared. Dude, that's the reason why I fucking mod him and time him out in City Life's chat every once in a while. Man could not talk about the topic of the MMA stream and City Life Project to save his fucking skin, dude. If he had a gun up against his head, he'd still defend John Jones. Like, that's why I think he's Dana's alt account. He might legit be Dana's alt account. fucking ill cat, dude. He's got ill takes and not like based takes, as in like he might actually have a disease and that's why he's commenting it. They could actually make you sick. It's noxious. John said that to Luke. I don't like you, so I'm not going to answer your question. That's the pot calling the kettle black, right? They really shouldn't like each other. Did Luke actually have John Jones on for an interview? If that's the case, that might be the biggest double standard I've ever seen from an MMA journalist who calls himself a moralist, a political moralist, just like Ariel Helwani in MMA. And you're going to have John Jones as an interview, and you're going to actually ask that wife hater questions. Like, nobody should be giving John Jones any attention. He's a creep. He deserves to be in the same vein as the Greg Hardys of the world, but unfortunately he's the undefeated, totally not roid cheating goat, undisputed, like Chael Sonnen. He should have beaten John Jones. He did as well. Undisputed. But what the hell was I even saying? But yeah, John Jones, it's a complete double standard if Luke Thomas had John Jones on for an interview, if he calls himself someone who actually cares about people and he lets that evil scumbag on at a UFC press conference. Yeah, don't even ask him questions. Don't even ask him questions. He's a piece of shit. No one should be asking him questions. It should be like Netanyahu, where they actually file his arrest warrant live on a press conference because he's a smooth criminal.
And he went under the mat, man. When USADA came, he was under. Then they would send him off to jail. Dana bailed him out. Now he's champion. Jones, are you okay? Jones, are you okay? Are you okay, John Jones? Are you okay, Jones' wife? Are you okay, Jones' wife? You've been struck by a gay testosterone, a homosexual, and a chicka.
But anyway, next bit of MMA news. Last bit of MMA news, actually, from Hank the Tank. Apparently, Dylan Dennis is in big legal trouble at the moment, troopers and grinders. He's broken off communication with his legal counsel and has not been following the standard procedures leading up to his court case with that waste of perfectly good oxygen, Logan Paul. So, if this news comes out that Paul won his legal case against Dylan Dennis, you know why now. He's a terrible communicator, and he's as coordinated in legal procedures as he is in a boxing ring. Send that song to musical. Yeah, I'll be up there with the all-time greats like Rigo is a pig. Rigo is a pig. You give milk to your babies. Yeah, but let me just think of.
Because I'm gay, I'm really gay. And the whole world wants to know right now, just to tell you once again, who's gay?
I'll be done in 7 minutes.
All right, I'm getting to that point, troopers and grinders, so I'm getting into my ASMR mode. Ask me some questions real quick, and I'll go down to my howling wolf vocal range. Now, I'll answer your questions in a deep, sultry, smoky tone, baby. John Jones has 2 Belgian Malinois, and he shoots guns. Lock him in a room with anyone, he walks out. That's true. But not without that poor closet suffering a beating. If closets could talk, I think John Jones' closet would have a mouthful to say. He'd write a book. You lock John Jones in a closet, that closet is screaming for its life. What's next, Jai Herbert? What's next for Jai Herbert? Good question. He's at featherweight, right? Lightweight rankings. Topology. I got keys going on topology in the vein of my many enemies. Picture me rolling
I got keys. Ran over a pregnant lady. Gotta get my coke and run. They test me for the EPO. Oh no.
How's Mother dear? Mother's doing fine. He's in tip-top condition. Dana said that. Yeah. Such a fucking moron, dude. It's like, oh God. Oh yeah, that's right. So what kind of a gun nut has the name Wayne LaPierre? And he says, oh, I'm a gun enthusiast. And then, Dana's like, and Jones is a gun enthusiast. And I'm just like, hey, Dana, I'm a blowjob enthusiast. Want to see me shoot? Oh, yes, please. Pound for pound, greatest insemination ever. That's why I can't get it up. Because he's just got too much in there. He can't let it all out at once. John Jones, he has the testosterone of a castrated male. He is the pound for pound best hermaphrodite on the planet. Let's see. So, featherweight, where is he? Billy Q. Where's Jai Herbert? Jack. Josh. Jesus. What would Jeebus do? Jeremy Kennedy still in the fuck? No, he's not. No way. 2. Next. Tricio Pitbull. Jamal Emmers. There's Jai Herbert. Islam. God, Alexander's above Jai Herbert. That's crazy. Taking forever to find this guy. Because he's so fucking low. Actually, I'm going to look up Jai Herbert. That country. 51. Lightweight fighter. What? Wait, is he at lightweight? We still live. That's right, Paradox. Fucking subscribe to Skate Tank MMA. And fucking donate, Paradox the Chad. Fucking donate. Buy me a coffee. I want you to buy me a coffee, Paradox the Chad. So fucking, I'm gonna take you by the neck. Fucking donate to Skate Tank MMA, Paradox the Chad, mate. Rolando Bedoya, right. Okay. Is that at lightweight? Yeah, it was. What's next for Jai Herbert? Okay. So if he is the greatest lightweight ever, gotta put him up against. How about, okay, there's some good ones. Maybe, just maybe, Terrence McKinney. Give him a shot, man. That guy could actually beat Jai Herbert if he tried. He's small enough. He's fast enough. Yeah, he's a lightweight. I'd have him up against T-Rex Terrence McKinney. Fucking donate to Paradox the Chat. God damn it. What are you doing, Skate Tank crew? You gotta fucking donate or I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. That's Hank the Tank's very calm and reasonable approach to asking all the troopers and grinders that if you want to, you can donate to our channel with Skate Tank MMA and Cash App or PayPal Skate Tank MMA. See, that's how you do it, Paradox the Chat. That's how you actually get your point across and get people to give you money. You don't treat it like it's the 1972 Olympics in Munich. You know what I'm saying? Paradox, it works. It works. Man's a very aggressive person and needs to see a therapist at some point to control his anger issues. But man has a reason to be angry. He lost that bet because of me, Hank the Tank, guys. On Contender Series, I fed him the wrong info. I gave him the wrong parlay, troopers and grinders, and he took my words too well. And he lost everything due to Hank the Tank. So eventually you're going to see a big red dot between the eyes, and that's where Paradox the Chad sniper rifle is going to be aiming at. What an American hero. Finally taking out that liberal Hank the Tank, and we all hate that guy. We all hate that ethnic liberal Hank the Tank. Where does the dono money go to? It goes to my money pool in my basement. DuckTales, woo!
Every day he's out and making Hank tails. Woo!
All right. I think that's it. I hit the 2-hour mark. So I think I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you very much, troopers and grinders, for diving into Hank's think tank, as well as my Scrooge McDuck swimming pool. And with that being said, troopers and grinders, you have escaped the war zone for now.
Dana, are you okay? Dana, are you okay? Are you okay, Dana? Dana, are you okay? I don't know. Dana, are you okay? Are you okay, Dana? You've been struck by a homosexual.